you lose your job and you serve God with the same fervency as you did when you had not lost your job, when that job comes, that's not the victory. The victory is that you remained. The victory is that you were steadfast. The victory is that you did not move when Satan wanted you to. That you kept your pace beside the God of your salvation. And so really Satan took nothing. You didn't lose. Do you hear me? You did not lose. So you are here. And I want you to know that you know that you know that you are the most blessed of God. There's nothing God will give you that will be greater than the blessing of nearness. That God pulls you, says, come. I will take you. And when you fall, when you stumble, I will pick you up and dust you off and hold your hand and continue again. That's the victory. Do you hear me? Do you hear me? Laugh in Satan's face. Oh, you don't. There's no food to eat. Hey, there's no what? You don't want to buy Christmas clothes. Christmas, you know Christmas is coming. There's no money anywhere. You are beating you. You can't explain to people anymore that I know that every time you see me, I'm always wearing one cloth. I can't explain. You can't even. There's no explanation because it's only one cloth you have. It's that when you wash it, you towel dry, you spread it. Every day you wake up and you declare, I will praise him from everlasting, everlasting to everlasting. I will praise him from everlasting, everlasting, everlasting. I will praise you from everlasting, everlasting to everlasting. I will praise you from everlasting, everlasting to everlasting. I will praise you from everlasting, everlasting to everlasting. I will praise you from everlasting. And every morning you wake up and you sing it. Wear your one shirt and go out. You don't know how rich you are. You don't know how wealthy you are. You don't know how blessed you are. Do you know how many missiles are fired from the kingdom of darkness every day just to cause you to stumble? The kind of stumbling that will just make you kukuma turn your back completely to the Lord. You will never go back again. God continues to pull you close. There's a contention of darkness and light over you, but light always wins. And over again, you will fall at the throne of God and say, Lord, can I go? Where can I go? There's nowhere. There's nowhere. There's no. It's not because, maybe there are no options available. It's that, how can you eat life and be enriched by life and go back to dwell in death? How can you eat sweetness and decide to abandon it for the bitter? How can you go back? How can you walk away? How can you walk away? I think it was this might have been both when I went to preach. And this girl, before I went into the hall to minister, I think she was one of the protocols serving, and she said, how do you keep loving Jesus? Something along those lines. How do you stay on fire? Or how do you keep loving Jesus? Or how do you keep following God even when it gets hard? I didn't get the chance to answer well because I had to go in. But I wanted to say to her that my faith is not just sentimental. Do you understand? It's not just something I feel. It's not something I know because I have goosebumps. My faith is here and here. I know there's nothing outside of God. Do you hear me? So, I know that if I'm not giving God my affection, something else is taking it. And because I know that everything else pales in comparison to the God of my salvation, I know that I will be giving the precious gift, the precious offering of my affection to something that is not deserving. My faith is not sentimental. It's not solely sentimental. There's logic involved. I know here and I know here that this is the way. I know it. So there'll be difficult days. But I know. I don't know how to say it. I know that I know that is Jesus. I know. So when there's other things pulling me, grabbing my attention, it's like the adulterous partner that you collaborate with. But it's not anything worthwhile. You're just playing games. You know that the love of your life is at home. That sort of thing. I'm not saying go and have adulterous partner. That's not what I'm saying, no. Okay? I know that my Redeemer lives and that He's true. I know it. Nothing else will compare.